Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
And this week we're watching Star Trek Enterprise's Babel One, United, and the Aenar. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before. That's a triple episode.
Very exciting.
I'm not excited about watching 3 episodes of Enterprise, but I am excited that means we're getting closer to the end of Enterprise.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And hello, Thomas.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad.
We had a week off last week.
Yeah.
I was not feeling the best.
No, it happens, especially this time of year.
Needed to just have a little breaky break.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I had a bit of recovery and now I feel fine.
But you're all back to it.
All back to normal, yeah. But I had a couple of days off.
Yeah.
And I may have bought the brand new James Bond video game. And I never buy video games.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, not big, no.
Nope. But I watched the James Bond trailer.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks pretty good. And it kind of looks like it plays like Uncharted, which is one of the very few video games I actually like.
Exactly.
So I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. And I love it.
It's good?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I don't think I'm very far into it.
No.
Because I sort of played it for a day, but took a couple of hours off to like nap on the couch. And then I went back to work.
Every gamer that is listening is like, took a couple of hours off to nap. Can't be that fucking good.
I was sick.
I know.
And then, yeah, I've been working and whatever,
Yeah.
so I haven't gone back to it much. But
Yeah, okay.
so far, so good.
Nice. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then that's probably going to be a good fucking game because you are very, very selective.
Yeah. It's just, it's got to be something that really grabs me.
Yeah.
Like GTA 5.
Yeah,
I love GTA.
I know.
Uncharted.
The story. That's the funny thing, though, with you. Like, because like I don't think you really spend much time just running around, like running people over and killing people and doing random shit in GTA.
No.
You just play the game.
Even those little side missions that you
Yeah.
can do. Like, I've done 1 or 2, but I don't care.
No, you're not going to be 100ing.
I'm a
100.
story.
Yeah.
Get the story done, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And Uncharted.
Mm.
Love the Uncharted games. The South Park games, I really like those.
I hated the last one of that.
Snow Day.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one.
Yeah.
Because I didn't like the animation.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But Stick of Truth and the Fractured Butthole.
Yeah.
Love those.
Great games. Yeah.
What else? Is that about it? That might be about it.
Probably.
Yeah. I know the Telltale games. I've played a few of those.
Yeah.
Like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. Probably
Yeah.
some other ones, but
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
ever
I
play
like those.
Detroit Become Human?
no.
No? Did you ever try to play that?
No. I know you've told me about it.
Yeah, because that's another one that you'd probably like. It's a very good story.
Yeah, I might get to it one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that means no.
Yeah, I could tell.
It's gotta grab me. If I watch the trailer, and I've watched the trailer for that one.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that looks alright.
Yeah,
no,
it's not happening.
not gonna do
Yeah.
it. No, it's got to be like that looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, GTA 6 looks like it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Like,
I-
how much more can we wait for it?
I am not someone that usually does this, but I took a week off work when it comes out. So hoping it doesn't get delayed again.
I only do that for Star Trek.
Yeah, that's right. I usually only do that for Star Trek movies.
I'm not going to do that until it actually till I can pre-order it for that day,
Yeah.
and then I'll take the time off because of that exact reason. Because if it gets delayed again,
I doubt it'll get delayed again.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
We'll see.
Everything says it's on track. But anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right, we've got some Star Trek news. After first teasing it on Star Trek Day 2025, so a little while ago now, Paramount and Webtoon announced the launch of 2 new webcomic series, promising to expand the Star Trek universe with original characters, high-stakes adventures, and bold new journeys across the final frontier. According to the official release, Stargazers and Recollection include all new canon adventures that build on Star Trek series like Deep Space Nine and Voyager. These 2 standalone series invite a new generation of fans to explore the next frontier of the franchise's 60-year legacy in Webtoon's vertical scroll webcomic format, designed primarily to be experienced on mobile devices using the Webtoon app.
That sounds shit.
Don't you sound...
I mean, that's great. Woo!
You should be really excited about this, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but...
Yeah. Yeah.
I just like that it says all new canon adventures.
Yeah.
If it's not on a television or movie, it's going to get rewritten at some point.
Yeah, that's right. It's not
things
canon.
like this are never canon until they are ratified in television or movies.
Exactly.
But anyway.
And okay.
Do you want to hear more about them?
Sure.
So the first one is called Stargazers, and it's already launched. It launched on May 17th. A new series set aboard Deep Space Nine. Stargazer introduces an entirely new cast navigating early adulthood in a vibrant corner of the galaxy. Stargazers is a young adult romance set in the vibrant, ever-evolving world of Deep Space Nine, where friendship, identity, and first love unfold against the backdrop of a galaxy recovering after war.
Okay.
So... Starfleet Academy on Deep Space Nine with more romance?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
The second one, Recollections, launching in summer 2026, which will be our winter, set in a later timeline inspired by Star Trek The Next Generation and Voyager. Recollection is a gripping mystery that follows a crew who awakens on a Federation starship without any of their memories.
Okay. Interesting.
Is it?
Well, I mean, I say it's interesting only because of the episode that you remember the episode of Next Generation where they all woke up. Like I liked that episode. That was great.
Yeah, because you knew already knew the characters.
Because we already knew it. So it's going to be.
And there was an extra one.
Yeah. Then you're like, well, gee, I wonder what's happening.
How are they going to figure this out? Yeah.
So that'll be interesting in the way they do that, but I'm not interested in it being a comic book. Let it be an interesting series to watch. That's not an interesting comic book. That is, it is ridiculous. Like,
it's not a comic book, Tom. It's a webtoon.
Whatever.
But in comic book news, IDW is celebrating the 60th anniversary of Star Trek with a new series and a one-shot. And we just got details on the jam-packed anniversary special comic they have planned for September. The supersized one-shot will have a total of 10 stories from across the franchise with a star-studded lineup that includes Star Trek Lower Decks creator Mike McMahon and TOS writer David Gerrold, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The 68-page Star Trek 60th anniversary special comic will arrive on September 2nd, just ahead of Star Trek Day on September 8, which marks 60 years since Star Trek, the original series, debuted back in 1966. IDW has done anniversary comics before, but this will be their biggest one yet. Do you want to hear what stories are involved?
No, not really. I mean, yes, sure. Woo.
Tom. I'm probably going to buy this one, actually.
Well, sure.
There's a Sulu story, a Harry Mudd story, which is written by David Gerrold, who is one of the last living writers who worked on the original series, and he created the Tribbles.
Nice.
A Lower Deck story written by the Lower Deck showrunner and creator.
Yeah. Star
Trek relaunch prelude story. Don't know what that's about. Star Trek the Animated Series story. A Worf story. An Enterprise one-pager gag.
Okay.
I don't know what that's going to be.
Must be like an advert.
One sheet.
Yeah.
Yep. the original series Scotty story, a Next Generation Beverly Crusher and Picard story, and to finish it off, a Starfleet Academy story. Yeah. I don't usually buy the comics, but I bought all the Countdown ones. I think I even bought some of the Kelvin Universe ongoing ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why. Don't think I've ever opened them. I think they're sitting on my shelf looking pretty.
I think I've got some, like, I think I've got the countdown to the Calvin ones only because they were meant to be, like, how that happened.
Yeah, it was a prelude to the story.
Otherwise...
Which, again... They sort of rewrote the canon on that.
Exactly. Like, and that was the only reason I got them, so that I could be like, oh, okay, so this is canon, and this is
it was
give me
canon
something.
Until Picard
and that's what I was going
along.
to say. And then Picard come along and fucked that anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, what's the point of even like? Not only what's the point, I don't like it anyway.
Pessimistic.
Well, I mean, Star Trek's not meant to be written, is it? Like, it's meant to be fucking. Watched.
It's 60 years old. Time Star Trek can evolve.
No, it can't.
Wow.
Not in format.
Wow. And Strange New Worlds producers are talking up the season 4 premiere that's coming up soonish.
Why? It's going to be cancelled anyway.
My God, you are negative today.
What? I mean, like, talk it up. It's already going to be on
cancelled.
screen. Yeah,
they still got to talk it up. They want viewers to watch what they made.
It's already on this TV. I mean, what do they need numbers for? I mean, what are they going to get another repeat at the end of it?
Tom.
I mean, why do they need to talk it up?
Because they want viewers. They still want people to watch the work they've done.
Yeah.
That's like saying, oh, well, they've made one movie. They're probably not going to make a sequel, so why bother watching the first one? Like, why even bother? Like, oh... Fuck that.
It's not like that.
It is like that.
They've already sold off all the sets, all that. They've made it pretty clear they're not going to be making a second.
Oh, don't watch it then.
Oh, no, well, to a point in my head, I almost do that.
Why?
Because it's almost pointless.
Would you not watch the last season of Star Trek: The Next Generation? Because they knew that was going to be cancelled at the end of season 7. Are you just like, nah, don't worry about it?
Did they make it knowing that they weren't going to do it?
Halfway through, yeah.
Yeah, so they altered it slightly to actually finish it, didn't they? So they had the opportunity.
Which is what they did in Strange New Worlds.
The Strange New Worlds. Sorry, I was thinking the other one. That was my bad.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, Star Trek can piss me off sometimes when they do this sort of shit. Strange New Worlds.
Tom, everything pisses you off.
Well, true. The Starfleet Academy is the pointless one where they've done it and they had a story and they didn't do anything with it. That's the ridiculous one. Strange New Worlds. Okay, they got to write something.
Can I go back to my news now?
Yes.
Now that you've had your little ranty rant.
Yes, you can. I permit it.
Right. The Strange New Worlds producers have been talking up the season 4 premiere and season 4 that's coming up soon.
Great.
Promising more episodic and character-focused episodes and no big bad for the season like they've done with the Gorn in the previous seasons. There is a lot of talk about the already very divisive puppet episode that's coming up in season 4, which they said was more work than any episode they've ever made.
I reckon.
They said not only was it a lot of prep work, a lot of work on the day, it is a massive post-production schedule as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, big job.
Yeah, people always complain about the puppet stuff, like how expensive it can be and how complicated it is. And it would be such a big effort.
And also stupid. But anyway, we'll get there.
I disagree.
I know that you do.
It's worth every penny. I haven't even seen it, but it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be so dumb.
It's going to
be so fucking dumb.
Anytime anything does a puppet
if
episode,
it was a hallucination or something, maybe.
It
but
might
they already said it's going to be a transporter accident.
That's great.
It's not great. It's stupid. It makes no sense.
I love it.
I'm hoping it makes sense. I'm hoping that it's a transport accident that creates someone's delusion.
Yeah, well, that could be that.
Could be
that. They could be in a coma.
Psychosis or something from the transporter.
Doesn't turn their cells into felt.
So if that's what happens, it's so dumb. Anyway.
I'm going to love it. Either way, I'm going to love it.
Yeah,
I'm going to be laughing just like that the whole time.
God, I'm going to be rolling my eyes a lot that episode, I reckon. Anyway, they also talked about their biggest regret was that they really tried to get William Shatner back for an episode of Strange New Worlds at some point through the whole run.
Yeah.
They had a story idea that they would see a alternate version of James T. Kirk, one that had decided to not let Edith Keeler die in the 1930s in City on the Edge of Forever,
Yep.
and actually stayed in New York and lived his life out in the 1930s.
Yeah.
So they were trying to crack that story and
Yeah.
how to make that work, and they just never got to it. They just never cracked the story to make it work.
Oh,
So
that would have been clever.
that would have been a great episode
Yeah.
for the 60th anniversary this year.
Yeah, that
if
would
they
have
had
been awesome.
been able to get William Shatner in to play Kirk,
Yeah.
like that would have been
Amazing.
fucking peak.
Yeah, that would have been
Yeah.
been peak, and that idea for a story is not bad either. Like,
Yeah, because I don't know how else you bring Kirk back.
No.
Like,
no, well, that's it.
yeah,
I mean, he is in the Nexus. You could use that somehow, but that storyline's a much better one. Like,
Yeah.
because he said he loved her and
yeah,
let her die. Like, had to let her die, but if,
Yeah.
that would have been good.
yeah. There's an alternate timeline out there somewhere
Yeah,
that's not happening, but it would have been cool.
yeah, would have been.
All right, let's get into this week's viewing. So we have 3 episodes to get through.
Yeah,
So the first one is Babel One, written by Mike Sussman and Andre Bormanis, directed by David Stratton, his 11th and final Enterprise episode. The original air date was January 28th, 2005, and I'll get to the IMDb synopsis in a minute. The second episode we're going to watch today is United, story by Manny Kodo, the showrunner, teleplay by Judith and Garfield Reeves-Stevens, directed by David Livingston, whose name we've heard a lot.
yeah.
And this is his 15th and final Enterprise episode and his 62nd episode of Star Trek overall.
Wow, jeez.
62 episodes,
Yeah.
that's crazy. 28 Voyager episodes he's done.
Wow.
So we'll see his name a lot in the future as well.
Yeah.
The original air date for United was February 4th, 2005. And then the last episode we're going to watch today is the Aenar, story by Manny Kodo again, teleplay by Andre Bormanis, directed by Mike Vahar, his 11th and final Enterprise episode, and his 32nd Star Trek episode overall. Again, mostly from Voyager. He did 13 episodes of Voyager.
Yeah, right.
And the original air date for this episode was February 11th, 2005. Excitingly, we've got Jeffrey Combs back, of course, because we're going to talk about Andorians. So this storyline was meant to precede the Romulan War, which had been mentioned in previously old episodes. The idea was that this would be the lead into a possible Romulan War in season 5.
Yeah, okay.
So, had the show been picked up for future seasons, and Romulan War was probably what
On
they were
the
going to look
horizon,
at.
yeah. Yeah.
So this is kind of setting that up.
Yeah.
The IMDb synopsis for Babel One. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Enterprise escorts Tellarites to peace talks with Andoria. While transporting, they rescue Andorians who say the Tellarites attacked them. Enterprise is soon attacked by an Andorian ship, and Archer must prove who is responsible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Wow. Good to see the Tellarites here.
Yeah. Tellarites, Andorians,
Yeah.
humans.
Vulcan.
Where are the Vulcans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we'll find out if they're in here. Let's go watch it.
Radio.
And we're back from watching the Babel Trilogy. Well, Tom, first thoughts. What did you think?
Yeah, it was all right. It was acceptable.
I thought it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I think the last chapter was probably the weakest.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I think if they had tied the Aenar stuff
Yeah.
into
All
earlier, and they finished the trilogy with the handshake between the Andorians and the Tellarites and the whole fleet of
Yep.
alliance ships, that would have been a much stronger finish for a trilogy.
Exactly. Yeah, like if they had have just done all of that at once, would have
Yeah.
worked beautifully. But to
Yeah.
put that as the third, it
Yeah.
just it was weak.
Yeah.
Like-
the second episode was much better than the finale.
Exactly.
And the ending was more satisfying.
Yeah, exactly. Like, completely.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, and it's exactly what I was thinking, is that needed, all of that stuff was too boring on its own.
I don't think it was too boring.
Well,
it was kind of dull.
It was.
But they could have tied that into some stuff.
Exactly. If it was blended with the rest of it, it would have been a nice thing. Like, it would have been really good.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. So it sort of made for a very weak ending to a trilogy.
Yeah, I agree.
But the rest of it was quite strong. Like, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the first couple episodes had some humor to them. They had some good character moments. Like, even Reed and Trip being on the Romulan drone ship.
Yeah.
When they first got over there, I was like, oh, God, not these two again. But they were actually good.
Yeah.
Like, I actually enjoyed them. I don't know about having so much Romulan stuff, but I guess they were going to lead into the war, and then with the time jump, we would have had, like Kirk saying, well, we had a war with the Romulans and we never saw what they looked like.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. It's not a spoiler for people who have watched Star Trek, but in our chronological viewing, when we get up to Balance of Terror in the original series and everyone's shocked at what the Romulans look like, it doesn't really make much sense chronologically.
No, not really.
But, that's a problem for a year or two. Yeah. And always good to see Jeffrey Combs back.
Yeah. Yeah, you can never argue with that. No, it was pretty strong. Like, like you said, good guest stars, like good characters. It was good.
Yeah.
And I'm really just glad to have more Tellarites. Like, more stuff to do with them.
Yeah, I like the Tellarites.
Yeah.
They're fun because of the insults.
Yeah.
But also we saw Remans.
Yeah,
there were Remans in this series, which we only ever see in Nemesis.
Yeah. Is there any reason why other than that?
They weren't invented until Nemesis.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, so did they just think, we better throw some in just so that we make them a bit more canon?
Well, they probably had the makeup. Like, when was this aired in 2005? Nemesis came out in, I think, 2002.
Yeah.
So it would have been like Nemesis would have filmed while Enterprise was running. So they were probably like,
let's throw them in there.
We got the makeup, we got the costumes. Like, let's just get a couple of extras and put them in makeup.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Probably just cause.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. I just mean, like, we don't know anything about, hear anything about them, or know anything about them again until next gen. Like, until Nemesis.
Until Nemesis, yeah. Yeah. But they've been there all along, just like Chekhov.
He was there at the start, okay?
Sure.
That's how he knows Khan.
Sure.
Well, to be fair, Khan and his whole family line have apparently been there the whole time. So everybody knows Khan and his family history and everything, apparently, because his ancestors have worked on Enterprise. Descendants. Sorry, not ancestors.
Yes.
Yeah. So everybody knows Khan.
Yes.
Except for Kirk and Spock. When they actually meet Khan, they have no fucking idea who he is. Except for that. Even though Spock worked with
La'an.
But anyway, let's not go
We're
there.
digressing. Cool. I guess we need to go through the episodes. So the first episode was Babel One.
Every time I hear it, I just think of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know whether there's other people listening or not, but they have a Babel fish in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I don't know whether you know Hitchhikers that well.
No.
But there's a tiny little yellow fish that you put in your ear.
Okay.
that translates all languages for you. It's a translation Babel fish.
Babel or Babel?
Babel or Babel. It's a controversy of which one you want to say because of how it's written.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's not that.
Clearly. But every time I hear it, that's what I think of.
So we start with Babel One, which is named after an original series episode, Journey to Babel, which is when we see Spock's dad for the first time in that episode.
Also a Romulan.
What?
Huh? He also played a Romulan.
Oh, yes. It's like... Spock's dad is not a Romulan. Spock's dad is a Vulcan, you crazy person.
No, but he did play one of the first Romulans.
He
ever
did
seen.
play the Romulan,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Freaked me out like that. Spock can't be a Romulan all this time.
Fucking hell, wouldn't that be good?
Yeah, that would be shocking.
Yeah.
Anyway, we see an Andorian warship being destroyed with Shran in command, and lots of people are dying and dead, and there's a Tellarite ship destroying them.
Yeah.
So he orders everyone to the escape pods, and then we skip the credits.
Mm-hmm.
Hoshi is teaching Archer how to speak Tellarite by insulting each other.
Yeah.
Which was good practice.
Well, it was good. It was a good edit, that too, because they just come in and they're like going off at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get a captain's log telling us that they've been ordered to pick up the Tellarite ambassadors to take them to the planet Babel on the other side of Andorian space to settle a long-standing trade dispute between the two species.
Mm.
There's a shuttle pod arriving with the Tellarite delegations, and the Tellarites come on board and they shake hands, and Archer says, the first thing that Archer says before anything else, "You people are even uglier than I remember. Captain Jonathan Archer, welcome aboard." And the Tellarite says, "I'm told this ship is the pride of Starfleet. I find it small and unimpressive." And Archer says, "Funny, I was about to say the same thing about you."
So good.
Great. But the Tellarites seem quite impressed and happy with that interaction.
Yep.
So they're like, "Show us to our quarters. We're happy to stay." In the mess hall, there's a reception for the Tellarites, and they're mingling with the crew, and Archer comes in and has a little exchange with Trooper. That's kind of funny as well, telling him he stinks, basically.
Yeah. Good little cultural thing, wasn't it?
Archer and the Tellarite ambassador, Graal, have a conversation near the window. They just have a quick talk about why they should trust humans to mediate the dispute, because the Andorians have helped the humans before, so why should we trust you? You don't even have any experience with interstellar affairs.
Yeah.
Archer basically says, you don't have any other options. Like,
Yeah.
let's just make it happen. Make it so. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But then they get a message from an Andorian channel, and it's Shran, his distress call from the ship being exploded. So they head over to save the day, hopefully.
Yeah.
But they get there and it's too late. Everything's been destroyed.
Yeah.
They rescue 19 out of
80 something.
86, I think.
Yeah.
So a bunch of people are dead. But they also get the black box recorder, and they can see in the recovered footage, because T'Pol can only get the last 3 seconds of footage.
Yeah. Helpful.
That they were
Tellarite
attacked by
ship.
Tellarites. Yeah.
So Shran is pissed.
He is very pissed and demands vengeance.
Yeah.
Archer speaks to the Tellarites, who deny having anything to do with it. The Tellarites don't like the fact that there are Andorians on board. The Andorians don't like the fact there are Tellarites on board.
Typical.
And they decide to... What do they decide to do? They decide to go to Andoria to take Shran and his crew back.
Yeah.
The
Tellarites are scared.
Yeah, they're like, they're going to arrest us.
Captain
Okay, they probably didn't say it quite so dramatically, but yeah. Shran and Archer have dinner together.
Mourning his loss. Yeah.
mourning loss of the
ship and
the
crew.
ship. Yep.
Then he finds out that there was a bit of inconsistency with the. Like he gets called away, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets called because there's a ship on an intercept course and it's Andorian.
Yeah.
So Shran and Archer head to the bridge. The Andorian ship won't respond to hails, and they open fire. And Shran tries to contact them and say, "Hey, I'm your boss. Stop!"
Yeah.
But they don't listen, and they just keep shooting. So they fight.
Yeah, they eventually hit its power system or something. I don't know. They eventually knock it a point to where it goes away.
Yeah, they run away.
Yeah. And that's when they find out that the power signal is inconsistent or matches the same as the Tellarite ship that attacked Shran's.
Correct.
That does not make sense.
Correct.
So, yeah. So then, is that where Shran starts getting shitty too? While they're working that out.
Yeah. So the Enterprise crew are working that out, and they've kind of looked at the power signatures and realized it's the same ship, even though it didn't look like the same ship to them or compared to what was on the black box recorder or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're trying to figure it out, but Shran gets shitty and decides to go on a bit of a shooting rampage.
Yeah. Yep. Knocks out a guard and goes to attack the Tellarites.
Have we jumped too far ahead?
Well, I don't think there's much more in between.
So yeah, Archer and T'Pol are having dinner, just talking about how important this alliance will be and how difficult it's going to be to get the Andorians and Tellarites to work together. And T'Pol mentions that she got a message from Kos from Vulcan to say that their marriage has officially been dissolved. And then the Enterprise has been following the warp signature of the ship, and they find it hanging in space, just not doing anything.
Yeah.
And it's a weird looking ship with antenna with
Shit
big
ton on
antennas
the front, yeah.
and bumpy things all over it. And that's when we see in the control area inside, we see a bunch of Romulans, and there's someone in the middle of the room in this DJ booth with a Daft Punk style DJ helmet on.
Yeah.
So you can't see his head. But there's a couple of Romulans giving orders around. There's a vessel approaching, and they have a look and they can see an Enterprise coming towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's when they figure out that the ship is covered in multispectral emitters. They don't figure out that that's a holographic projection yet because they're slow, but it's pretty obvious. There's multispectrum emitters all over. The power signature is the same for all these different types of ships that you've seen.
Yeah.
What else do you think it's for?
Exactly. But they don't. But she didn't want to speculate.
She didn't want to speculate. That is correct. So Archer tells Reed to take a team of Makos over to the ship with Trip to find out if he can get life support working and to find out what the fuck is going on.
Yep.
So they take the team of 2 Makos. Apparently that's a full team.
That's a full team. Yeah.
Over to the Romulan ship in their spacesuits. In the Romulan command area, they say that if they can't repair the ship, they're going to destroy it because they don't want it to be found out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blow up the damn ship.
Yes. Suddenly the Romulan ship comes to life and throws Reed and Trip all over the place. We later find out that their suits have magnet boots, but they don't use them. They just fly around a lot.
It's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But they can only transport people one at a time, so they transport both the Mako people off the ship first.
So dumb. Because you wouldn't want to transport out your critical team members first. I mean, the Makos are there to protect your critical team members. So they should be beaming in first, they should be beaming out last, and your critical team members are the ones that you beam in and out, around that. To protect them.
What year did you graduate from Starfleet Academy?
2022.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because what are the Makos there for if not to protect
Exactly.
the critical staff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they lose the transporter function, so they only get the Makos back, and they leave Reed and Trip stuck on the Romulan ship.
Yeah. Funny that.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yep. And the Romulan ship runs away, like it flies off, with them still on board. And there's this weird fisheye lens thing for this scene where they're like moving around inside the ship.
Yeah.
Which I just didn't understand why, but was it to make it look bigger than it was, or I don't know. It was weird.
Strange.
Yeah. The Enterprise flies off. The Romulan ship goes on a pursuit course, and they're trying to outrun them because they're going to destroy Enterprise because they've got more firepower.
Oh, yeah.
So Enterprise is flying away. They hit warp 5. The ship is still matching them, so they push as far as they can, and they got its like 5.06, I think it was. And then the Romulans started to fall back because they couldn't keep up.
Keep up, yeah. Like just in front of them.
So they just escaped. Yep.
Now that ship can move too, that little Romulan one. Like, fuck,
Yeah.
it was flicking itself all over the place.
It was.
Yeah.
This is when Shran and Talos start talking, and Shran's getting shitty and wants to take matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
So they bypass some security protocols, they knock out a couple of guards, and they head to the Tellarites to interrogate them themselves.
Yep.
While that's happening, we also cut to the ready room where Archer is told from T'Pol that it appears that the technology on the ship is Romulan. So they figure out that it's a Romulan ship.
Yeah.
And why would they? What's their motivation? And they want to stop the Andorians and Tellarites from working together and having this peace talk.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep it destabilized. So they figure out a motivation, say that the Romulans are trying to postpone the peace conference.
Fair enough.
Trip and Reed are trying to find the bridge because they figure there must be oxygen up there.
Yeah.
So they're trying to find it. They find it. They ended up finding a
Conduit
tube or
thing.
whatever and fill up their air tank. So big deal. But anyway. So yeah, on Enterprise, Shran breaks into the Tellarite quarters, starts to interrogate them and holds guns on them and whatever. And the Makos and Archer come in and don't do it.
No, stop it. I can prove it.
They kind of stop and they're going to walk out, and then the Tellarite takes advantage of the slowness, not the ambassador, the other guy, and punches one of the Makos, I think, and like takes a gun and then shoots Talos.
Takes her gun.
There you go.
Yeah,
and shoots her.
She's paying attention to what's going on with the other two, so he takes advantage of that, grabs her gun, and then shoots her. While the whole thing was calming down.
She's got a little graze on her shoulder.
It's just a flesh wound. You'll be fine.
Yep. Everyone says she's going to be fine. It doesn't look like a very bad shot.
Yeah.
Just looks like a bit of
Cut on the shoulder.
Nothing much. Romulans find Trip and Reed walking around on their surveillance things, trying to find the bridge.
Yep.
On Enterprise, they discovered the emitters, holographic projectors.
There we go.
And that their disruptors utilize triphasic emitters that can simulate different types of weapons. But the only thing they can't change is their power signature. So the weapons can look like anyone and their ship can look like anything, but they can't hide their power signature. Trip and Reed get through to the bridge, but there's no one there. It's like an empty room that's kind of the same setup as what we've seen with the Romulans, what we assumed was the bridge.
Yeah.
And there's a big DJ booth in the middle with no DJ in it.
Big red light.
And it's still moving like it was when there was someone sitting in it. But it's, everything's completely empty. And then we go to the control room with all the Romulans in it and they say they've entered the bridge, and then the camera pulls back and shows him standing at a window in a building, in a city, on a planet, Romulus. It's like the Romulus city that we see in everything.
Yeah.
And it says to be continued. And that's the end of
That
Babel
chapter.
One.
Wow. And that's the end of that chapter.
So, what are we going to rate Babel 1? Our examples of 1 episodes are Voyager's Threshold and Next Gen's Code of Honor. Examples of 10 episodes of Next Gen's Tapestry and Deep Space Nine's Far Beyond the Stars. What should we rate Babel 1?
6, 7, 6. Possibly 7. You do some convincing.
I think it was pretty good. I'd probably be happy with a 7. Because I think it had a good, like, it had the diplomatic stuff.
Yeah.
It had some action. It had humor and character moments.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I think it's a solid episode.
Yep.
So,
Cool.
yeah, I'm okay with a 7.
All right, 7 it is.
That was easy. All right, next one. United. This should have been the finale.
Oh, yeah. Should have been.
We see Remans on Romulus.
Interesting.
And the Romulan commander that we've been seeing running the drone ship is getting in trouble by the senator who's obviously approved all this mission, and it's not working out exactly how they thought. So they're pretty shitty.
Yeah, not happy.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's fair call having a couple of those Remans with you to, like, you know, make yourself look tough.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're in the middle of a mission as well. They are engaging a Rigelian ship. And they're firing and firing and firing. And then we see from, like, the external shot of the Rigelian ship just being destroyed, and it's being destroyed by what looks like Enterprise.
Yeah.
So they're using their drone holographic ship to make it look like Enterprise destroyed the Rigelian ship.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. Then we skip the opening credits. Archer's captain's log says that the Andorians and Tellarites are holding peace at the moment on the ship, which is a good thing. The Rigelians have contacted Starfleet and demanded compensation and his arrest because they believe that Enterprise had destroyed one of their ships.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're on a mission to find this drone ship.
Oh, yeah. You'd be pissed.
Yep. They found a way to detect the warp signature, but they need a sensor grid that's far beyond the range of what they can do. They said they need 128 ships to work together to create this sensor grid to find this drone ship.
Yeah. It's just a couple.
Just a couple. Yeah. Well, look, this is a good episode. But basically what happens is that Archer has to get the Tellarites and the Andorians to agree to work together.
Yeah.
Tellus passes away because of her shoulder wound.
Yeah, because it was set on kill.
Yeah. So they're happy to work together, but then Tellus dies and Shran's like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill that guy. He killed my lover.
Yeah. For no reason.
I'm
too.
just
Like,
going to...
He did kill her for no reason.
Well, yeah.
Like, everybody was calming down. They were handing over their weapons. Like,
Yep.
Tran had already, like, disarmed his gun and was handing it to the captain when he
Yeah.
took it. Like, it was pretty rough.
It was.
So, you know, I'd be a bit pissed off too. I mean, I probably wouldn't go after him, but I'm not, you know, I'm human. But yeah, I liked that part though about like the Andorian death stuff, you know, like
The vengeance fighting.
not the vengeance fighting, the other stuff that he was saying about the death and taking a part of him home and doing all that kind of stuff and yada yada. All of that. Like, I like that cultural side of things.
The death rituals.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to like hearing that was pretty cool. Like, you know, I like when you get a little bit of the species history stuff or
Cultural stuff.
Cultural stuff. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. But yeah, sorry. Anyway, I cut you off.
No, I was just trying to summarize this episode.
Yeah.
Because, Shran demands vengeance, basically. The ritual is that
A fight to the
a
death.
fight to the death between him and the guy that killed her. Shran says to Archer, if you do not let this happen, then you are disregarding Andorian culture and we will not work with you.
Yeah.
So you either let this happen or the alliance is off.
Pretty much. We'll just go away.
Yep. So Archer talks to the Tellarites. They're not going to participate. They refuse to participate in this fight to the death, of course.
Yeah.
Because they have to use these weapons that the Andorians have used since they were kids. They're like ice weapons, whatever.
Yeah.
And so they refuse. So Archer looks into what the options are, and there can be a substitute. So he offers to be the substitute and fight Shran. Shran says, don't do this, you're my friend. And Archer says, well, then call it off. Like, we don't have to do this.
Yeah.
And he goes, nope. If you want to be the substitute, you'll be the substitute.
Yeah.
So they fight. Archer gets the winning position, and then we see him like stab.
Oh.
And it cuts to black for commercial, and then he comes back and Shran's in sick bay, and Archer has cut off one of his antennas. Yeah. So that is enough of a fight and whatever for the ceremony to be officially done.
Yeah.
Without having to actually fight to the death.
Yeah. Because it was permanently disabled. So
yeah. And so Shran says, you respected Andorian culture and whatever, so we will continue with the alliance and move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Worked well.
Yep. So while all that's happening, we also cut back to Reed and Trip on the Romulan drone ship intermittently. They're trying to access the systems. They're trying to find a way to communicate or disable the ship and all those different things.
All
Figure
the
out what the
things
fuck
you would.
anything
Yeah.
means.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Which they do figure out, like parts of it. Like, you know, it's not too hard of a system. Most things seem to run similarly to most things. So he gets into he shuts down the warp field, doesn't he? And then they didn't like that.
No, because they're monitoring from their control room.
Yeah. So they lock him in that chamber and then try to kill him with radiation till he turns it back on. And that didn't go well.
The Romulans are coming over the comm saying, if you don't restore the warp power, we're going to kill you with this radiation.
Yeah.
Reed says, fuck it, open the door and let me fix it, and I'll fix it. Just don't let Trip die. Turn the radiation off.
Yeah, but Trip orders him not to do that.
Correct.
And
Trip orders him not to do it, but he does it anyway.
Yeah.
He says he'll do it, and so they save him, and they run out of the bridge area and into some safer spot. And turns out Reed set his phaser to overload in the bridge, so they run off waiting for that to explode.
And it definitely goes boom. Fucking hell.
It goes boom, and it hits the power line, and there's a big. You can see on the external when the explosion happens, it sort of travels down half the ship. But the Romulan ship is also designed to self-repair, so it starts self-repairing pretty much straight away. So even though they lose a bunch of stuff, back in the Romulan control room, they're saying that things are already starting to fix itself, and they'll get power and stuff back online shortly. The Romulans get the drone ship back up and running to some extent, and the Alliance is working. So they've got their power grid sensors all done, ready to go. So they're trying to find it. And then they pick up a Vulcan ship.
Yeah.
They magnify and they check the power signature, and it doesn't match a Vulcan ship. So they shoot it. They shoot at it. Yeah. And while this is happening, the senator goes back to the Romulan control room to make sure that he is successful. So he's watching to make sure that this guy actually destroys Enterprise this time. So Enterprise is trying to beam Trip and Reed off the ship, but they can't. They're too deep in the ship, so they're trying to get to the hull, closer to the hull, so they can actually transport. There's a big fight. They jump out of the airlock.
Yeah. Because the ship's moving too erratically. Which
That's
it
right.
fucking does. It's a movable ship.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
it uses a full 3 dimensions, that's for sure.
Yep. So all of the Alliance ships start appearing. There's a whole fleet of them that show up. So the drone ship shoots off, leaving Reed and Trip in space. And then all the Alliance ships go after the drone ship, and they're like, this is worse.
Yeah.
Like, they all left because that's more important than we are, and I get that, but that's bad. And then Enterprise shows up and beams them on board.
Yeah.
So they're safe. And then in the locker room when they're getting changed, Trip's like, you took a big chance and I appreciate you saving my life.
Yeah.
And this makes it really difficult for me to put you on report. He's like, what? You disobeyed a direct order. And then they just laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's only a joke. Because he's not that much of an asshole.
No.
Then we see Archer brief the group and say that the drone ship got away, but one of the Tellarite ships got hit and an Andorian warship rescued the crew. And they say that they have a common threat now, and the Tellarite ambassador says, I believe we have more to discuss than trade disputes, and then offers his hand for Shran to shake. And so they shake hands, and Archer says, why should we wait until we get to Babel? And offers them to sit down and start a conversation, which is really the start of what becomes the Federation.
Yeah, because in that room were every species.
Yeah, that's right.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much where the first conversation of friendly acceptance and whatever happened. So that's it. That's the start of the Federation right there.
Yep, and instead of leaving it, we have a 3rd episode.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Yes, because before this episode ends, we cut back to the Romulan control area. One of the Romulans says that the drone has re-entered Romulan space, so they can disconnect the pilot. They lift off the helmet, and it is a white-skinned, blind Andorian.
Yeah. Now, is there a reason?
Aenar.
Is there a reason for the Aenar? Like,
What do you mean a reason for the? What do you mean a reason for them? Is there a reason for any species?
No, there's not. But I mean, like, are they an existing thing that we already knew about, or
No, Enterprise created them. Yes.
And because it seems like what we said was about right? Where like that story ended nicely there at the shaking of hands.
Yeah, the start of the birth of the Federation.
Yeah. So what did the next episode add to the story? Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
It added
Nothing. Right?
context of the Aenar.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Romulans are assholes.
Yeah, but we already knew that. Like, we didn't need an episode for Romulans to be assholes.
Correct.
Like, they're the pricks of the galaxy, universe, whatever you want to say.
Yes. Because the next episode, well, first, what do you want to rate United?
I'd go a 7 or an 8 because I actually liked it better than the first one.
I think it was better than the first one, so let's go an 8.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, it was better than the first one.
Okay, very good.
Oh, it's nice and easy.
It was easy. So the next episode, the Aenar, really is just an exploration of what the Aenar are.
Yeah.
So they figure out that the drone ship is being telekinetically controlled, and they get a DNA sample that matches closest to Andorians. It's not exactly right, but it's close. Then Shran's like, well, it's the Aenar. They're like, the what now?
Yeah.
The who's a whatter?
Yeah.
And so he tells them that it's like a subspecies of Andorians, and they're telepathic, and they're ice dwellers, they're blind, they're whatever. They're considered a myth for a long time until they were discovered living under the ice in these big cities, and there's a few thousand of them left. And they're pacifists. They don't believe in any violence and whatever. So the fact that one of them is being used as a weapon is surprising to them.
Absolutely.
So Enterprise heads to Andoria to go and speak to the Aenar to find out what the fuck is going on. Meanwhile, they also decide to build
their
own telepathic device to either counteract the telepathic instructions they're getting from Romulus.
Yeah.
To fuck up their navigation or do whatever they can.
Yeah.
But they think if they can get an Aenar volunteer in their booth, they might be able to
cross signal.
Correct. Cross the streams. And then there's just a lot of the Romulans like giving the Aenar person that they've got a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
And Archer and Shran creating a relationship with the Aenar. They go hunting for them, looking for them.
Yeah.
They find them. Shran gets injured. They help him. And they discover the sister of the guy that the Romulans have.
Yeah.
And so she offers to go with them.
Because the rest of them don't want to.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and she doesn't believe her brother's doing anything on purpose. Like he must be being controlled. So she wants to help. So she goes through the ice. They find some ice maggots.
Yeah. Weird.
That she goes up to the Enterprise and and gets into the device to test it out.
Yeah.
And has a seizure basically and almost dies.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't work.
Nope. There ends up being 2 of the control ships coming after him at some point. So she wants to get back into the machine, and they're all like, "No, well, you're going to overload, yada, yada, yada." And then she's like, "No, I need to do it." So she does it. Then she communicates with her brother, who thought she was dead, because he was told that they were all dead and he was the last one. And apparently that's enough to convince you to go into a machine and start killing everyone. Because that's obviously what he did.
He was also drugged.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, Romulans have those sorts of
mind controlling druggy stuff.
Assholes.
Yeah. So that's why he's been doing it. And she's like, while we're here and whatever else, you need to stop doing it now. So he sends the 2 remote control ships to destroy each other, and she's with him while he gets killed.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Romulan commander shoots him in the neck.
Yeah.
While he's talking to his sister.
Yeah, because he's not given up. He's going to take him out.
Yep. So he's dead. The Romulan drone ships are destroyed.
Yeah.
And they all live happily ever after.
Yeah, essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Shran says that he probably won't see them again for a while because he lost his ship and he probably won't get another one. That's usually how it works. And the Aenar woman and he beam back down to Andoria. Yep. And then in the ready room, Archer is reading over Trip's report and he comes in and asks for a reassignment to the Columbia. And Archer says, "No, I need you here." And Trip says, they need me more. And they say, what is this about?
Why?
He goes, I just think they need me.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any more.
Yeah, pretty much. So he says, as a captain, as a friend, I'm asking you to let me do this. He's like, I'm asking you to stay. And Trip says, I can't. Archer says, all right. Dismissed.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess Trip's going to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the end of the Aenar.
Yeah. That was the beginning and the end. Never seen them. Now we know them. Yeah, they're gone.
We'll see them. We'll see them again soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I figured that they were setting them up for something, for starters. Because you have, no point introducing them for nothing. So I'm assuming they come back at some point.
Oh, I don't know if they come back in this.
Oh.
I don't know if they come back in Enterprise. I'm talking about Strange New Worlds.
Oh, yeah. I know. Okay. I thought you were talking about they must come back here.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's Strange New. Oh, okay. All right. So they didn't need to exist for anything other than this crappy little story.
Yeah. I don't think they come back. And maybe they were going to be important in the next season when they were going to do the war with the Romulans. maybe they had an idea of what they were going to do with them in the future, but
Yeah,
it
right.
never happened. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
That's fair
don't
enough.
remember them being in Enterprise again.
Yeah, right.
But it has been a long time since I've watched this. So,
It just
you
seemed
never know.
It just seemed weird because I hadn't heard of them again really up until Strange New Worlds, obviously. So I didn't know there was any sort of real that much history to them at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah. All right. What do you want to rate this one?
less. This one I did not enjoy as much. This one I found myself sort of going, okay, move on. So I would be more in the. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. So I'm going to go with a 4 or a 5.
Yeah, I think maybe a 4
Yeah,
because it was a pretty significant drop.
yeah, it was a big drop, and unnecessarily for a 3-parter.
Yeah.
Like it felt tacked on.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't bring anything to the story of the 3 parts. Like, it just
Yeah.
felt unnecessary.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
What's the life lesson in this one, Tom?
I suppose the life lesson would be something like you learn to get along. Like, learn to work with people. Like, put some,
Set your differences aside.
exactly, and get along. One of my best friends is my actual enemy from high school.
Your frenemy.
Yeah, like he was my bully that I didn't want to go to school some days because he was picking on me and shit like that. But now he's one of my best friends.
Weird.
Yeah, but it can happen. You just
Can
gotta,
happen.
You just gotta, learn to see things differently and look at it from another side, and could be really good friends afterwards.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I think that's a really good life lesson to learn. Is learn to let the past go and look forward.
All right, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
That's it for this episode. If you want to get in touch, you can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast and Instagram, just Temporal Directive. Or feel free to email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com. We'd love to hear from you about Star Trek or Star Trek Enterprise or just anything Trekkie related. Or just say hello. We'll be back next week with a double episode, some Klingons,
Nice.
with the episodes Affliction and Divergence.
Huh?
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.